Okay, let's look at this question. If you look at the question here, the diagram is on this page. So in diagram 1, at this distance 3, when an object was pushed to a distance of 3 and released, it says that the car moved backwards. So what could object P be? So in your answer, you must say that object P is a magnet, because they ask you what could object be. So object P is a magnet. Then they ask you give a reason for your answer. So you know that only magnets can repel, right? So you should say that it is a magnet because only magnets can repel each other. Okay, only magnets can repel each other. And part B, explain why. Can you underline this word, explain, or you highlight it? And this is 2 marks. Why the plastic toy of object P was pushed back along the glass surface when John released it. So you should say that because this is south, right? So you annotate here this is south. So you should say that the like pole of object P and the magnet faces each other, so they repel. This causes the car to move away. This causes the toy car to move away from the magnet. Okay, so you take note of this. I will screen share the answer shortly. Okay, as I mentioned in the part A, you should mention this. Okay, the like pole of magnet P, sorry, not this one, is the other page. Is here. Okay, yeah, part A. It is a magnet because only magnet can repel each other. And part B, the like poles of object P and the magnet face each other, so they repel. Okay, so the key words the examiner look for is you must mention like pole. Secondly, you must say that the like pole face each other and they repel. Because this is a 2-mark questions. Okay. 2-mark question. And then we come to, I would share this for you shortly. Just take a screenshot. Okay, next, part C. Okay, part C, they say if the distance x is increased. So I put here, so instead of 3, right now increase to 5 centimeters. That means the person pushed the toy car to a distance of 5 centimeters and release. So they say that the plastic toy car with object P did not move at all. So you must mention that at this distance, what happened? Object P was too far from the magnet. So the force of repulsion is too weak. Therefore, the car remains stationary. So in your answer, you should mention this part. Let me scroll here. Okay, let me erase this. Okay. So in your answer, okay, you take note, this question, I think is how many marks? Let me see. This question is 2 marks. Okay, so you must explain carefully. So you say at a certain distance x, object P was too far. Okay, this is a keyword, too far from the magnet. So the force of repulsion between them become too weak. Okay, maybe you just take note of this word, became too weak. As a result, the toy car remains stationary. So these are the keywords. So you must understand that the magnetic force of repulsion is too weak if the distance is too far away. Okay, so come back to these questions. We have done that. And then let's continue with question 2 here. Okay, question 2. I'll pause for a while. Okay, question 2 is very similar to question 1, testing about the force of repulsion. So they say when magnet P is placed at position A, the trolley moves from position A to C. So they are at equal distance. So for simplicity, I teach students to annotate this like 2 centimeters apart. So effectively, this trolley is being repelled at a distance of 4 centimeters. So these are some of the things you can do to help yourself understand the questions better. Okay, so you must mention that this is the south pole faces the south pole. Okay, so the answer you put should be in this manner. Okay, so you talk about the light pole, this one, of magnet P, and the magnet on the trolley faces each other, so they repel. Because this is only one mark. Okay, repel each other and cause the trolley to move away from the magnet. Okay, then part B, there are two ways of writing. I prefer you to write the second one, this part. Okay, firstly, you must mention that magnet Q is stronger because if you see from the picture, the force of repulsion right over here is 8 the force of attraction is 8 centimeters compared to the repulsion 4 centimeters. So they say based on this observation, which is a stronger magnet? So you must identify the correct magnet. Magnet Q is a stronger magnet. And you notice this is a 2-mark question. You need to explain. Okay, so you should say that Q is a stronger magnet because magnet Q exerts a greater force of attraction than the force of repulsion exerted by magnet P on the same magnet. This is the same because they use the same magnet on the trolley. This shows that magnet Q is stronger than magnet Q is stronger than magnet M. So you take note of this part, the keywords here. The keywords. So Q has a greater force of attraction than the force of repulsion exerted by magnet P on the same magnet. Okay, they didn't change the magnet on the trolley. So this shows that magnet Q is stronger than magnet P. Okay, so similarly, I save this. And I go back to the questions. If you need some time to write down, I can send that to you shortly.